Our schedule this year is one of the toughest in Division III. We start out with 6 or 7 ranked teams in our first 7 or 8 games. We play all the top 10 teams in the South, and then we get into an extremely tough conference schedule, with 2 ranked opponents in CNU and York. So there's not many easy ones on the slate, and we're excited for the challenge, which is quickly coming upon us.
So what I'm looking forward to most this season is definitely just getting back after it and playing games and stuff. It's my last go around as a senior. It's been a fun 3 years. This is going to be a good 4th last year. So just to get back out there with everyone and start playing again, that's what I'm looking forward to most.
Well, I think the season and the legacy of the program, it has a great deal to do with the inspiration of this group and how hard they've worked to keep it going and to live up to the Seagull traditions that have been established here over the last 30 years. And like probably the last 25 years, we go into the season with a group that's worked very, very hard, has a lot of talent, and some extremely talented newcomers to go with it that I think everybody believes on this field that we're capable on any given day, and we like our chances against anybody if we're playing our best.
My goals and expectations for the upcoming season would probably be, first for the team at least, win the national championship. That's always a goal here at Salisbury in the last 3 years. We've come up short, so this year specifically, that's our big one. For me personally, definitely be a first-team All-American again, Attackman of the Year and Player of the Year if possible. Made it close last year, but that's definitely an individual goal for me, but definitely winning a national championship's a big one before everything else.
Leading this year, I think there's some guys at all ends of the field, and you got to start with the attack and the return of Josh Melton, a 118-point scorer, first-team All-American, who's a 4-year starter, who should give us great leadership. Cross Ferreira, who's finished his sophomore year with 69 goals, who probably is our best overall player now, who's a threat and dangerous at any time. And then the return of Griff Maroney, who scored almost 60 goals 2 years ago, who had to sit out. We have going on paper, one of our most potent attacks to start the season in recent memory, maybe dating back to the great attack of 2012. And then on the defensive end, with Noah Niss returning from the injury, all 3 starters that started the season last year returned down a close defense, along with an All-American long stick and Kevin Murphy and an All-American D Mitty. And Bradley Greik. So at both ends of the field, I think we were extremely talented. I think our biggest challenge this year, we'll see how the midfield develop.
My favorite part about being a student athlete at Salisbury are it's a great school, so the academics are great, and the scheduling around athletics is always good. And then having a second family besides my friends at school, the guys that I play with and stuff, is great. You meet a lot of new people, and it's just definitely opened a lot of doors for me as a whole.
It's a new year, it's a new group, and every year is a new challenge, And I kind of, been coaching a long time, 32 years, but this is just almost like year one. It's a new team. There's new challenges that present itself. We've tried to attack and motivate people for their weaknesses over the last 4 or 5 months, and anxious to see what happens here in the next few weeks to see if we've overcome some of those weaknesses that hopefully will now complement our strengths, moving forward.